Hi everyone, so I'm going to do a couple of videos this week on Christmas in July. I've eventually got there, you know, we've got like 1 week, was it 1 week left of this month, and that's me finally getting onto Christmas in July. All the shabby chic stuff took up my time, so I've only got a few bits printed off, and I've got a setup to print in a minute, but I don't want to do that while I'm videoing, obviously. So this is from Artymaze. This is a design team project for Artymaze, and like I said, I'll have a few videos this week. It's not going to be a fully embellished journal because obviously I'm keeping this for myself for Christmas, and obviously it's not Christmas yet, so I will probably add more to it at the time during the month of December. So it's kind of going to be like a little bit like a what do you call it, December daily for me. Never done that before, so I want to try and do that this year. Let's hope I succeed. So I've just printed off a couple of pages. I love these colours, I love the vintage, and I love the traditional colours that are in this kit. So got some pockets now. There is a lot more to this. I will put a link to the kit below in the description box, but so far that's all I've printed off. Okay, I have got 3 envelopes, so it's going to be a trifold thing. Okay, these envelopes will probably be trimmed down a little bit because they're too long for what I need them for, and these papers, wherever they are, right, these papers are obviously I didn't print them out to full scale, so I'll have a border around the envelope, but I will be chopping these up. I won't be keeping them as one. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just get on with it, and I will do stuff, and if I feel I need to do a voiceover in the video, I will do that. So this is part 1. Stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy what I make. So here I'm just going to trim down all the papers. Should have done that first, but hey ho. I looked like I had a shaky hand then, but I didn't. I was just trying to wiggle the paper in a little bit. Yeah, so I've now trimmed them all. Ta-da, just like that. You didn't want to see all that, did you? So I was just measuring there, and then I wrote it down on a piece of paper, and do you know what? I still messed it up. You'll see in a minute. So it was 18 centimetres in height. So I thought, okay, I'll cut them at 18.5. No, I cut them at 19. And then I had to go back in and cut them again later on, as you'll see. So I've trimmed all 3 of them down, which is great because the tops are all going to be pockets, and I've just laid them all round so that the open parts are at the top. So I had to really think about that, making sure the open part of the envelope was at the top. And here I had to use a little bit of glue, so I'm just obviously not gluing the top, but just gluing the side and the bottom down, and just doing that where I attached that other envelope, because the sticky part wasn't really that sticky, because we don't want it to fall apart. So a little bit of glue here as well. Ta-da! So now I'm going to ink them up. Well, ink all the set. No, I'm not. See, got that wrong. I'm going to measure all the pieces that I need. So that worked out at 4. I go from centimetres, then I start measuring in inches. That's just how I work. So that was 4.25 inches wide, which is I'll tell you what that is. It's just under 11 centimetres, probably about 10 and 10.7 centimetres. I'm not really good. You can see I didn't trim the bottom of that very well. And I was trying to do that. The reason I'm doing it backwards and forwards on that piece was to try and centre the writing a little bit. So that was, I needed to trim that because one piece I didn't shrink down a little bit. So I keep all them little pieces like that. They're great as like 4 washi. So here again, just measuring that at 4.25. I'm just going to look and see what, so it was 18.5, so that's 7.25 inches high, just in case you was wondering. So that's when I realised that I didn't trim enough off. So that was easily done. And I've still got my tops opened. So now I'm going to ink. I'm just using Distress Oxide Vintage Photo to go all the way around each panel. And obviously, I've done it. Then I'm going to stick down the pieces that I've trimmed off, and I was just seeing what was what. So this is from Artymaze's Christmas in July kit. I will probably be using some of our other kits as well because they work so well with that kit, like the other Christmas kits obviously. And there is many. And what I will do in the description box is I will link not all of them individually, but I will link the Christmas kits from Artymaze. And when you click on it, it will take you to her Etsy store, and it will show you all of the Christmas kits that she has available. And if you're looking for stuff, freebies, they are on her Ko-Fi shop, and I'll try and remember and add that as well. So where the envelopes, as you'll see, I only do one of these to show you, so I just wanted to put that in there, that little bit, and it didn't go in right the first time. And it's because I couldn't get my head right over, because my camera is right above there. Normally I put my big head in the way. So with this I had to think, so I want to glue down there, I don't want to glue up the top. I did glue up the top, Sally. Still wanted to stick there. And just, it was on this piece I didn't want to glue up the top, because that is going to be a top pocket. So that goes on like so. I may actually come in and take some notches out of them, like with my punch, so that it's easy to get things in and out. So that's all that matted, and I'm just going to put on my pockets. So the pockets are from the kit, and I'm just inking them up, and I'm deciding where they're going. So that's going to go there. I love this kit, it's actually really nice. I think I mentioned in the intro there that it's got nice soft and kind of soft vintagey tones, but with traditional colours, and that is my favourite style of Christmas crafts. I'm not really into all the pinks and the bright things, or like the novelty type Christmas. I like it, but I just don't do it. I just prefer this. Find it very nostalgic as well for me. So I'll put that on, a little bit of crocheted trim, and a little bit on the other side there. And then when I put this on, I realised the trim was covering over the robin's, like most of its face. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that. So I put it the other way so that we could at least see its eye. I should have put something behind it really, but it was a bit late to do that. So I'm just trimming them bits off there and there. And then, what am I going to do here? Oh yeah, I put a pocket on, one of the pockets from the kit. No, I didn't. I went onto this. So this was one of the pages that I'd cut to mat onto the envelopes and then changed my mind. So I folded it, and then I've gave it probably just about ½ an inch just to strengthen up the pocket, and I just trimmed that down to save on bulk. I'm just using my tacky glue, which I get it from, it's Art Studio, and it's from the range here in the UK, but other good makes is of tacky glue. is Anita's, and is it Eileen's tacky glue, and there's loads of different. If you just go into Amazon or your local craft store and just look for tacky glues, they're all pretty good. The one that I wouldn't recommend, and sorry to Hobbycraft, is their own tacky glue. It's okay, it's not brilliant. When I couldn't get hold of it back, I think it was last year, couldn't get tacky glue anywhere. There must have been a big shortage. I think it was when we were having problems here in the UK with things coming into the country. I bought the Hobbycraft one, and it was okay. It just takes so much longer to dry. But anyway, back to the pocket. So that's one page that I've turned into 2 pockets, and I'm just gonna pop that onto the middle. Now I will be, not in this part, there'll be a few parts to this this Christmas in July. This is just basically the base and the pockets. So I'm putting that pocket on there. I will be putting 2 little signatures into that, so it's kind of going to be like a flip-flop style journal, and this is going to be for me. It's all for me for Christmas. I mean, I've got loads of grandkids, so I'll be able to fill that up with loads of photographs of them at Christmas, and maybe food and things. We'll see how I do. So then I realised I put the pocket on the wrong piece. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna have that opening in the other direction, which isn't a big deal at all. So again, this paper is from the Christmas in July kit, and I love that. Kind of puts me in mind of Christmas wrapping paper. So little piece that I had left over, so I'm just trimming that down because I'm making like a topper. I may not be finished with a lot of these things. It's just a process. I go backwards and forwards, so you know, I may go on, and then at the end I may add extra things to pockets and the topper for the cover, and obviously I do actually just paper clip this in. I don't actually attach it because I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to create a pocket to put that on top of, to put onto the actual cover. I just don't know yet. So just gluing, this is one of the tags from Christmas in July kit, and that is just going to go on the top. I've got a big envelope, one of the big clear A4 envelopes, and it's still got Christmas bits in it, and it's probably mostly Artymaze. I am gonna dig that out as well and see what I can use from Artymaze on here, because this is a design team project. So I'm just matting that, well, gluing that to put on the top of the other piece. And that's going to go on there at some point, so I think that's when I just inked up around the edge, and I pop that on there with a paper clip just so I know that's where it came from. Not that I'll forget, but well, you never know. You never know. So I hope you join me with my other projects that I'm going to be doing. And I took the volume away from this by accident, and I was actually talking, I can't remember what I was saying. So you can see I've got the pockets at the top as well, and we will be back tomorrow with a part 2. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.